afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I want to go ahead and go over the PowerPoint on Chapter 2 with you. I will not be able to make it back in time due to our curriculum committee meeting uh, Wednesday, and so hopefully this will be a good alternative to what I had planned to do during class. And so I talked about Chapter 1 last Wednesday. And so I want to go ahead and spend some time talking about Chapter 2 right now with you. In the second chapter of your book, it's titled Timing is Everything, Staying on Top of It All. This is a pretty much a little time management chapter. Because let's face it, we all got 24 hours in a day, but sometimes it's kind of difficult to get everything done that we would like uh, during that 24-hour period. And so we're going to kind of look at uh, time management and how it kind of relates to you here at Acadian campus or at Gulf area campus. And so starting off with at the top here, we have semester schedules. Uh, every one of you creates a schedule of your classes. Some of you will be taking classes all day. Some of y'all will take classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday. Depends upon how and when the classes are given. And so um, knowing that schedule kind of helps to structure your time during the week. Now that's just school. It's not count. We're not talking about right now all the other things you got going on in your life, but certainly semester schedules. You know, you have to be at a class or at one of your two schools certain times of the day and of the week. Now we can also look at weekly schedules. Uh, do your classes meet Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, uh, however it's set up? And so you'll meet during that week on a regular basis. And then outside of class, you may have to come up with some regular study hours. Your instructors may have some work for you to do outside of class. And so you'll need to get those things done. Um, and so it's a good thing to have some regularly scheduled study hours during the week that um, you will do nothing but study. You'll kind of put everything away, kind of get away from all of the hustle and bustle that goes on around you, so you can focus on studying your lessons, if that's what you have to do. Then, of course, practice makes perfect. The more time we get to study, the better we're going to be prepared for our classes, or also prepared for the tests that we'll have to take. One more thing about time management is that we can get more done. A lot of times we can have a whole lot of time out there during a day or during a week where we don't do anything. We might just sit down, sleep, sit down, watch TV, uh, things like that. These help to kind of burn up our time, which takes away from time from us getting things done. And let's face it, if there's a good show on TV and we've got a test that's very important for tomorrow, we got to make a decision. Do we watch our program, or do we do our homework or else study for our test? And unfortunately, some people rather watch the TV show rather than study, and so their grades will suffer. Also, staying on a weekly schedule will help you become a more efficient learner. Once you start getting into a routine of regular study hours, your body is going to pretty much and brain will kind of get into that routine. And so at whatever time you have set up for study, you'll be in a better mindset for that. And then on a daily basis, we have daily schedules that we have, and that's pretty much our to-do list. Many times during the day, I'll have some things that I'll write down on a sheet of paper that I need to get done before I get home, or else in the morning, I'll write some things down that I need at Walmart or something like that to pick up, or else some uh, places that I need to go pick up some things. And then here at work, many times I'll write myself some notes at the end of the day saying, okay, I need to get this done tomorrow, so I need to get on it first thing. So these little to-do lists do have some advantages for us. Let's see if I can go to the next slide here. Here we go. All right. Right here, there's a little exercise that I'm not going to ask you to do, but it was a feedback memo. And this was just something that our authors had put together, kind of uh, be a little written record of where you are with your what you think about the Orientation 1000 class, the academic program that you're in, college life in general, and your personal life. But we're not going to do exercise 1-1 here. But we're going to go ahead and move on to this slide. Talking about time-wise. Here's some points, tips, if you will, to kind of help you uh, make the most of your time. First of all, do it now. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. If you got something to do, get it done right off the bat. Many times I'll tell students, they'll come up to me and ask me, Doc, I need this done. Well, I'll tell them, come with me. Let's get it done right now. Because if I have to wait, I'll either forget, put it off, and chances are it won't get done. Do it now. Second, very interesting. Say no. I know a lot of people who can't say no to people. They will go out there and somebody asks them to do something. Yeah, I'll do it. No problem. And they keep saying yes, 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 yes. And then people start piling more and more and more of their work on these people. And after a while, they can't get anything done because they're doing everybody else's work. You can't be everywhere. We can only be in one place at one time. Obviously today's a great example. I'd love to be out here teaching y'all on either in person or on Tandberg, but uh, I can't be in two places at the same time. And so you and I just have to learn to be able to say no and to be able to make some choices about that. Then use your class time well. Whether you're in class all day, an hour, 50 minutes, whatever it is, make the most of that time. Go out there and ask questions. Stay attentive as your teacher teaches, or while you're doing your lab work in your classrooms. Uh, make the most of it while you're there. Number 4, start projects as soon as they're assigned. So if your teacher gives you an assignment, start working on it right then and there. Don't wait till the last minute to turn it in. Chances are there's going to be things happening that are going to keep you from getting it done. Number 5, divide each task into small manageable chunks. You know, writing A dissertation when I was in grad school was thought to be just there's just no way that I could do it. But I got some great advice from some other grad students and said work on it a little bit every day. And so I promised myself for 9 months I would work on that dissertation every day. I'll be honest with you, there were some days I looked at that screen and nothing came out of my head. I had no inspiration. I had no idea what to type, but I sat down there and I tried to type something. There were other days where I could type pages of stuff because uh, it just kind of my mind was working that time. But whether I got a lot done or whether I got a little done, every day I would work on that paper, and it wound up being about almost 200 pages in 9 months. But I never could have sat down and done that in a week, 2 weeks, like some people I know have done. Never would have happened. Number 6, use small pockets of time well. Sometimes you and I will have a few minutes here or there to get some things done. Be great to check email, make lists, review some questions. If you have a school notebook with you while you're riding to school, if you ride with somebody and you're not driving, great time to look over some stuff. Or else if you have time waiting, maybe at lunch or something like that, 5 or 10 minutes, you'd be surprised what you can get done. And then number 7, use your best time well. There are some times of the day that you and I are at our peak. Uh, some people, when they wake up, they're up, ready to go, ready to face the world. Some people don't wake up until after 10, 12, 11 o'clock, but yet can stay up all night and still function very, very well. And and so you and I know what times of the day you and I are at our best. And if that's the case, then chances are you and I are going to be able to get some things done whenever our minds and our bodies are functioning at peak efficiency. And so kind of schedule the things that you need to get done around those good times whenever you are are totally focused, efficient, and your brain's working real nice and efficiently. Of course, number 8 again talks about putting things off. Don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today. If you keep putting it off, chances are you'll put it off more and more and more and more, and then after that, it doesn't get done. Or else, if it gets done, it's just haphazard. Turn off the television. Uh, let's face it, I am the world's worst when it comes to that. I'll kind of keep the TV on in the background, and I'm up there sitting in my computer, which is in another room. And if I got the sound on, my mind is drifting off to what's being said on that television. And so I've gotten to the point now when I'm not watching TV, I turn it off so I can get some things done because uh, I can't focus and give the job my total attention whenever that TV is on and there's something on there that kind of catches my curiosity. Then try the 10-minute ticker. 10-minute ticker is just a nice little method of trying to use your brain in a very focused and efficient way. Uh, Research has shown that our attention spans as adults run about between 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes if we're lucky. And then after that, our brains need a little break where we can kind of reset our brain so to speak. And so this method just says do your work in like 10-minute blocks. Focus real nice and intently for 10 minutes, then take a quick break. Whether it's just get up, stretch, uh, kind of work out the kinks in your neck and your shoulders and arms, and then get back to doing what you're doing, or else work for a little, for 10 minutes, get up, get a sip of water or something, and then get back to it. Like that, our brains have a chance to kind of reset and get refreshed, and then stop studying. Uh, there comes a time where it's time to study, but there's also a time to put down the book, because let's face it, you can study and study and study, but you'll reach a point where any more studying isn't going to help you one bit. Um, and so don't be afraid to put down the book and say, okay, I've prepared, I'm ready to go take my test, and not go back and restudy and restudy what you've already done. And so uh, that doesn't mean that you ought to stop all together, but if you're sitting there and studying and studying and studying for hours and hours and hours, you need to stop, because your brain and your body need some rest. They need some food, and so know when to stop. All right, got another little exercise right there. We're going to skip that. And so this wraps up chapter 2. Uh, and so I'm going to go ahead and stop here and get out of the PowerPoint. And what I want to do here is to get back into Moodle and give you a little work, or a little demonstration on taking the tests. Now, you had a test on chapter 1, and I guess that's just as good as any of them for me to kind of demonstrate here. And so let me just do that. Here's a chapter 1 quiz. This is what it looks like. It's going to have a button down here at the bottom that says preview quiz now. So click on it. And here are all the tests, questions. All right. They're all multiple choice or true false, something like that. And also you can take them as many times as you want, and also they're open book. But all you do is just click on the answer once you read the question and go through them all. But what I want to do is to draw your attention down here at the bottom. You have two buttons: save without submitting and submit all and finish. I want to explain these two. Excuse me. If you hit this button right here, save without submitting, as you're taking the test, let's say telephone rings and it's for you, and so you want to stop where you are and save your work so you can come back and finish the test. This is the button that you want to hit and click on, because what it'll do is just stop and save your work. All right. I don't see your work if you hit that button. If you want me to see your grade and submit your work for a grade, you need the right button, submit all and finish. And so by hitting this button, you finish the test, and then you're submitting it to me, and I can see it in my grade book. I'll see a number with your grade by your name. It grades your test and then puts it in my grade book and also in your grade book, and so that you can see it. And so I want you to be careful with these two buttons, because I've had some students that have said, well, Doc, I took all these tests and I didn't get no grades on them. I said, well, did you submit them to me? Which button did you click? And more often than not, you know, when I go in and tell them, log in so I can see what you're doing, and I see their test, well, don't hit the left button, use the right one. And like that, everything clears up. And so this is just a little demonstration, because you'll be taking 10 tests, one for every chapter in the textbook. And so if you have any questions, email me, or also, during class, next time, whenever we'll be live, go ahead and ask them, and so like that we can get those things cleared up. So I just want to give you a little overview of how to take a test on in Jules. So I think that will do it for now, and so I'll look forward to next week meeting with you live or on the Tandberg. Have a great day.